Hey, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, today we're going to be talking about a Schrade fixed blade. Pretty big knife. It is a 7-inch blade, but we're going to look at this knife in detail, talk about its specs, talk about everything about this knife. And this is going to be the first on a series of videos that I'm going to do. I'm going to also take this knife and beat the crap out of it. So I'm just curious how this knife is going to hold up to some bushcraft work. And so we'll be doing a second video with that. This is kind of an introduction. If you'd like to see more about it, go ahead and check out the video.
Oh, I did it. Oh, I did it.
You got it?
Yeah. Oh, Mama did it fall. Okay, Mommy. I'm gonna just fall. Okay?
Don't fall.
I fall. Mama, I fall, okay?
You can do it. You got it.
How do you do? How do you do?
You got it.
All right. Hi to all my viewers. Welcome back to the Fortified Castle. Today we're going to be talking about this awesome, man. When I say awesome, I mean awesome Schrade knife. Really impressed with this thing, but have not tested it yet. And, you know, we're going to get to that. And that's going to be a separate video, but we're going to go over all the specs on this knife. And this is the box it came in. Big knife, guys. That's your standard stuff. Pretty nice little box. Very heavy duty. Those are your 4 sides. Didn't come with anything in it. It is an SCHF37M. The M stands for micarta. And so here's the knife. Comes in a ballistic nylon sheath, I guess you'd call that. And let's look at that real quick. So it's only single stitching on the side here. I'm not really thrilled about that. And I'll let you know later how that's holding up. Has a little water. Well, actually, that's a button right there. You got a tie for your leg strap if you like to do that. Pretty cool little sheath though, because it gives you a little knife sharpener. So you've got your ferrule rod right there. You got your ferrule rod with a striker, and it comes with a diamond grit sharpener. That's pretty cool. Wonder what grit that is. Feels pretty gritty. You know, probably around the man, I would think that's at least 350, 400 grit, maybe 600 grit. It's not fine, but that's kind of nice. And you got a button tab here on the sheath. When you take it off, you've got an easy loop for a belt. Put it on a belt, but no MOLLE attachment on this. The actual work on the sheath looks pretty good, other than, like I said, it's only single stitch in here. And then inside here you have a plastic insert. That's pretty nice because you're not going to cut up your sheath with the knife with that plastic insert. And that's the blade right there. Handsome looking knife. Look at that knife. Really handsome looking. I like that micarta handle on it. It's the reason I got this knife. That's not really the reason I got the knife, but this is a beast, guys. This is a beast of a knife. Look at the thickness on that tang. Finger choil. This feels very comfortable in hand. Feels my hand really nice. Taking it back, it's blade heavy, So that's going to help with chopping. Not so nice if you're skinning, but this is probably an all-around camp knife right here. I don't think I would use this to be my skinning knife. You got a lanyard attach hole here. You have modern security screws there. So you can take the handle off, lube it, clean it. Nice powder coat on this. I believe this is powder coat. The tip doesn't look, looks like they kind of bobbled that tip a little. It's sharp. Good grinds on it. Look at that, just perfect. Probably machine ground. So I got this to check it out. So that's the whole deal with this knife. Is it's 8CR13 MOV steel, and they're putting it in a survival type knife. And I usually don't test knives. I usually just use them, and if they hold up, they hold up. But I'm going to test this one. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to do some batoning on it, some chopping. I'm going to video that. That's going to be a separate video. But let's go ahead and look at the details on the knife real quick. And up in the screen, you can see those details on the knife. You've got a 7-inch, 12 3/8 inch overall on the knife. That's about 35 centimeters. 7-inch drop point blade. That's just barely a drop point. Doesn't drop much at all. 7-inch drop point blade. That's 17.5 centimeters. Already mentioned it's 8CR13 MOV. The blade is a 1/4 inch thick. That's really thick, but you know, on 8CR13, you probably could use that. And that's almost 5 centimeters, a 1/4 inch. I paid $52 for this, and it's a hefty knife, man. So I scaled this out. Schrade says 14.2 ounces. The knife alone on my scale is 1.07 pounds. So it's a pound, 0.07 ounces. And with the sheath, it's 1.52 pounds. So it's a hefty knife. You're talking probably 24 ounces, you know, with the sheath. It's just the knife is 582 grams for our foreign friends, and overall with the sheath 688 grams is what it all boils out to. So yeah, I like this knife. It's a little heavy, but it's, you know, cold steels tend to be heavy too on knives they're making for people that are going to chop. So this should be one heck of a chopping knife. I'll tell you that. One heck of a bushcraft knife if it holds up. So I think it will. That's my prediction. I've seen a bunch of videos on these knives and similar knives, and there was no complaints. And let's see how sharp that blade is out of the box. All right, so I've got my official knife cutting testing paper. I got it off of whocares.com for $500. Very expensive, specifically designed to test the sharpness of a blade. And let's look at it. You can see it's kind of tearing a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. And let's see. Didn't do so well there. Pretty good on the front. So it's paper cut and sharp. It's not really good. Not really good. Let's see. Can you see that? You can see the bobbles in it. So, you know, typical maybe factory edge, but I think this will sharpen up really good. Before I test this, I'm gonna go ahead and strop it and clean that edge up, and see what it'll do. I would do that for any knife, not just this Schrade. You know, if I'm gonna take a knife out in the woods, I go ahead and put it on a ceramic rod and then strop it a little bit. And I'm going to go out with a fresh edge, so why not with this knife? So, all right, there you are. It's a really nice looking knife. Hope you found it informative, and hope you check out the next video on this knife, which I'll probably post next week, probably. See if this thing's going to hold up. Thanks again. Thanks for supporting the channel.